Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ultimate Sporting News. Um, Here going live. Hopefully, I get some. Hope I don't know how this is gonna work, but anywho, Urban Meyer has been suspended for 3 games, along with the athletic director Gene Smith. Now, Gene Smith has been the athletic director for a good amount of years. He even survived the allegations while Jim Tressel was there over at Ohio State. And now this is a new allegation involving former coach Zach Smith, who was involved in a domestic violence case. And from my understanding, Ohio State knew about this. Urban Meyer and Gene Smith, which was quite alarming to me because of the fact that this is a domestic violence case and nothing is really done. Um, and then what was more alarming to me is the fact that when it was found out that when Ohio State found out that Urban Meyer and Gene Smith knew about this allegation and that nothing was done, what like really you're only gonna give them 3 games? Um, this is quite alarming to me. This is a kid who's involved in a that this is a, you're letting this kid you're letting this guy coach your kids, 18 through 22-year-olds. Um, and this is what Ohio State's findings are. Zach Smith um, was involved in sexual behavior, drug abuse, truancy, dishonesty, financial irresponsibility, um, cyber crimes, domestic violence, and yet Zach Smith was allowed to continue to coach. It's it's pretty scary to me. You know, these you know colleges get bombed with bowl bans, scholarships taken away when kids are paid when their football players get paid cash more than what they should be getting, and yet this domestic violence case drops from multiple years ago, and yet it flew underneath the radar. Um, in my mind, you know, I'm a Florida Gator fan, and I respect what he did with Florida. But what happened here? I'm gonna be the first to say it. Urban Meyer should get not only fired. Should he have been fired? He should be banned from college football. Um, Gene Smith not only should be fired, that he should be banned from college football. Zach Smith, not only should he have been fired at the time when this happened, but he should have been banned from college football. Everything that happened a couple of years back with Jim Tressel, how do you let this go by? Is my question. How do you let this happen? You know, I'm glad that disciplinary action was taking place, but you know what that discipline was? Slap in the wrist. And the NCAA needs to come up. They need to. This is what needs to happen. College football needs to. The NCAA needs to come out. They need to put a stricter penalty. If it means that you go out and you ban people from the sport from college football, if it means that you go out and ban, give Ohio State a bowl ban, you know, I'm I'm no Ohio State fan, but I feel like Ohio State dropped the ball on this. To me, for Ohio State, it's all about winning football games. That's all it is. Winning football games. They to me, this tells me that you can go out and do whatever you want. All that's gonna happen is you'll get a slap on the wrist. This was pretty bad. Urban Meyer dropped the ball big time. Ohio State dropped the ball big time. And for me, if college football doesn't do this, then if they don't ban Urban Meyer, if they don't ban Gene Smith, if they don't ban Zach Smith, if they don't go out and give Ohio State a bowl ban, then there's something wrong. To me, 3 games is just a slap on the wrist. You're telling your college football coaches, you're telling you're telling college football, hey, we're going to allow domestic violence. There was a death at a Maryland practice, and it got the school at Maryland decided to fire their head football coach, and I believe the athletic director was fired as well. And we have a domestic violence issue, and nothing came out and was not no good enough punishment was handed out. And what, 3 games? When you're getting paid that much money to coach a football team, you only get paid and you only get 3 games. There's something wrong. To me, there's something wrong. The fact that Urban Meyer only got 3 games. And everything that has come out about Zach Smith, It's I don't know how Urban Meyer was fired. I know I do not know how he was not fired. It's it's sickening, you know. Like everything that's been going on around the conference, to me, it's a black eye for Ohio State. You know, this broke out, and to make matters worse, Urban Meyer's stories keep changing. Oh, I didn't know about it. Oh, yeah, I knew about it, and I told somebody about it. You're making yourself look really, really bad. Like you hid the whole thing, and for Ohio State to come out and only give him 3 games, I'd have fired his ass. Excuse my language, but I would have fired Urban Meyer for what happened. I would have fired Gene Smith. You know, you're at a point. You're being watched. You've been watched since Jim Trussell, but you're being watched even more. And you go out, and you only give him 3 games. I would have fired both of them. And I'm pretty sure the president of the college knew about it too. You know what? I'm telling you right now, Ohio State, to me, it's all about winning football games. It's all it is. It's all about beating Michigan. It's all about winning football games, going to conference title games, being in the hunt for the national championships. That's all it is for Ohio State. And I feel like college football needs to come up again, and they need to go to Ohio State, and they need to give them a huge penalty. You know, three games is nothing. And you know, I I'm For to know about everything, I'm gonna put this in the chat. I hope it will. I don't know. I think it's too much. Go figure. Character. I think I'm putting in the description, but the whole. This is. I can't. Like looking at the story, it's sickening. For Urban Meyer to know about everything that happened 3 years ago, and for no disciplinary action to be taken 3 years ago. Urban Meyer knew, the athletic director knew, and not to mention this guy, Zach Smith, has a history. There was a domestic violence case in 2009 that was leaked out. This is this is horrifying. And you let this kid around. You let this coach a bunch of 18 to 22 year olds. If I'm a parent with a kid getting ready to go to play some college football, I, I I'm not picking Ohio State. And and then this is what alarms me. The fans at Ohio State are thirsty for another national title. You wanna know how I know? Because they accepted the 3 game suspension. What kind of crap is going on down there? And the things that's coming out about Zach Smith. How do you let this guy coach your kids? He shouldn't even be around kids. If this was the NFL, he'd be banned for for a good amount of time. Remember Jamal Lewis? How he was suspended for a year? Michael Vick was suspended for a good amount of time. Ezekiel Elliott was suspended. This was in the NFL, and now we're dealing with college football. If money was handed out to a college football player, there would have been a lifetime bowl ban, and everything bad would have been happening. And yet, this domestic violence case drops, and nothing is done about it. I'm sick to my stomach. I like I said, I hope at college the NCAA comes out and they drop the bomb on Ohio State. You know, and we'll see. We'll see if something more happens. But there's just so many. Wow. This is everything that the police records are coming out about Zach Smith. Like this is haunting me like no other. Police records in Florida and Ohio document a history of domestic violence allegations and a trial of physical and verbal abuse, stalking, and intimidation by Zach Smith. Holy crap. And yet you let this guy continue to coach. Ugh. I wow. Well, like I said, I think this should have been more than 3 games. I honestly feel like there should have been a huge like to for there to be a history when he was at Florida and still bring him on. And now you have this case that was from what 2015, and he just now fired him this year. It's for Urban Meyer to get 3 games, for the athletic director to get 3 games. There needed to be some more discipline out there, and I feel like college football and the NCAA needs to come up and they need to blow it all up. Take Ohio State off the map, put them in a multi-year bowl ban, take away scholarships. You do this when money is involved. If a college football player gets paid, if they get cars, remember SMU? There were players getting cars to go to SMU, and SMU was taken off the TV. So I feel like some of the same things that happened over at SMU back in the 80s needs to happen to Ohio State. Remember Baylor? They got a huge. They were practically thrown off the grid. Remember Pete Carroll when he was caught paying their athletes, and then all that happened over at USC. Ohio State needs that same punishment. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think should happen. Like, do you think 3 games is enough, or do you think Urban Meyer should have got more? Do you think Ohio State should be punished as a school, knowing that this is on records, on police records, and for to wait this long to fire him? Do you think? I want to know what you guys think. You guys have a wonderful night, and don't forget, I've not forgotten, Thursday, we're doing the week 2 recap for the NFL.